reaching for your wallet on a date. It's really
like, the little...
It's so funny because I have friends who do this. I'm going to say hashtag like it because it's cute. Hashtag like, I will like it. It's not for me. I'm going to act like I don't know what's going on.
Literally.
I'm oblivious. What's a check?
My purse is empty.
What is a wallet?
Yeah, I didn't bring it.
My purse is literally a prop. It's part of my outfit. No.
Hey you, Happy New Year's! Welcome back to hashtag Like It or Not. We're back with another dose of all things fashion, culture, and of course, social media. Because like it or not, it's here to stay. I'm Brianna Kay, and I am so excited to introduce a guest who truly embodies what it means to be multifaceted and fearless in following their passions.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Our guest today is someone who's been captivating audiences since day one. She's an actress, singer, and all-around it girl. You may know her as the first ever Black woman to play the Pink Power Ranger, or as the stylish and ambitious Alexandra Cabot, or even as the confident and complex Thea Mays in the hit series All-American Homecoming. Her love for storytelling shines through in everything she does, from her soulful music, including her single Soul Tie, to her strong characters on screen. And today's guest is none other than Camille Hyde.
Hi, that was so sweet. Oh my gosh, I'm blushing already.
But before we dive further in, we're going to play a Like It or Not tradition. It's our hashtag Like It or Not game. So the way it works is you're going to reach into the bowl, you're going to pick out a topic, and then look into the camera and say whether you hashtag like it or if it's a hashtag or not for you.
Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
I won't look.
What is it?
Couple social media accounts. And I'm going to go ahead and say hashtag or not, because not to be a hater, and this is no knock to people who have couples on being in a relationship. Best of luck to you. I wish you all the happiness in the world. However, sometimes it just feels contrived and like
it's cringe.
It's cringe. The back and forth banter, just like, that's not how you guys talk to each other. I don't know. And it's just, I don't know.
To set up your camera and like be like,
to set up
hey, we're gonna like do a prank on each other,
and we're gonna do a prank, and
we're
like
both in on it.
And it's just like, it's inauthentic and it's exhausting.
You know what? You're actually the second person who's called it that. So
really?
Guys, this consensus is we only have two, but inauthentic on a couple social media pages. We don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, hashtag or not.
Hashtag or not. Do I do another one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going.
Flying private. Oh, flying private. Hashtag like it. No, actually, hashtag love it. Yes. Yes.
Have you flown private before?
Yes.
Oh, period.
It's my favorite way of locomotion.
It's the only way to fly.
It's the only way to fly. I still fly commercial, but it's okay. It's fine. I would prefer to fly private always. Just so you know, if you're trying to date me.
Hey, she's on the market, guys, if you got a jet.
If you have a jet.
Specifically.
Next. Cowgirl aesthetic. Hashtag like it. And you know, if you go onto any of my social media accounts, you will see me in the same cowboy hat that I love. And sorry guys, I love that hat. You're going to see me in it till the day I die. It's my favorite hat.
Equestrian.
And I'm an equestrian. I ride horses. So I've earned the right to wear cowgirl attire. Hashtag like it.
Have you seen that show? I think it's called Beyond Black Beauty. It's like the new Black Horse Girl show. Yeah, there's a Black Horse Girl show.
On what platform?
What platform is it on? I think it's Hulu.
And I haven't been asked to be on it.
I was going to ask you if they auditioned you for that. It's literally all about riding horses.
I am an accomplished equestrian. I should be on that show.
Your agent was sleeping.
We need to have a call. Michael?
You should have been first in line.
I should have been an offer. Yes. Are you kidding? I should be the showrunner and the lead actress of that show. Right. I'm going to make a note of that. I need to.
Beyond Black Beauty.
Black Beauty.
Yeah. I was so excited when I heard about it.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm not personally a horse girl, but I just think that's so cute and bougie.
It is. It's cute. I love that about me.
So actually, Beyond Black Beauty is on Prime.
On Prime.
On Prime.
Okay, we're gonna have a conversation. Next, influencer culture. Hashtag or not. You guys get on my absolute nerves, and I'm just not going to expand on that.
Wait, what did they do to you? Exist.
I exist. I don't like you.
I feel like influencer culture has seeped into the entertainment industry too, like especially the acting world. How do you feel about that?
You see,
be real.
I've been media trained.
Okay.
But like, I will say, look, if you earn your role, you've earned it.
Period.
But I'll leave it at that.
All right, next. They're getting spicier.
They are. Oh. Vogue. Is this the magazine or the dance?
Oh, which one do you want to say?
Magazine. I'll say the magazine because I want to be on it. And I'll go ahead and say hashtag like it.
We love you, Anna.
Yeah, love you, Anna. I would love to go to the Met Gala next year.
Or any year.
Any year. Yeah.
That is literally my dream. Like, if I could be a co-chair at the Met Gala, I'll be like, I've made it. My fashion dreams have been accomplished.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say hashtag like it. Aw, American Vandal. Hashtag like it. That was one of my favorite shows to work on.
What was your favorite part about being on American Vandal?
Working on American Vandal felt like going to summer camp and being with like the funniest kids in like your bunk. Like your bunk mates were just really funny, and being around them all day, like Jimmy Tetro and like Eduardo and like all of them, Griffin, Tyler. We were all such good friends and we had such a good time. And all of the showrunners, Tony and Dan, like everyone was so open, and they're such collaborators. And as an actor, the best thing in the world is when you are on a set with people who are collaborators and they don't take it super seriously. You're just having a good time. You're playing. It's so fun. You know, you stick to script sometimes, and sometimes you just do what you want to do. And that's what we were allowed to do on that set. And it was so amazing.
Yes,
so
I love
hashtag
that. Love it.
Love it. Yes.
Okay. You want to do some more?
Situationships.
Yeah.
No. Hashtag absolutely not. It's girls. It's just not worth the energy. And look, I know sometimes you get swept up in the heat of the moment and it seems like a good idea. But at the end of the day, choose your peace, choose your passion, choose your progress.
Choose you.
Choose you. Not a situationship. It's not worth it, girls. I've been there. You'll get through it.
Period.
Boys love them though. So
yes.
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, this is so true. We've asked guys that on the show and they've always been like, I like it. The girls have always been like, no, ew, what? Like what?
Team emotional intelligence. Yay.
Team don't get used.
Yeah, seriously. Love at first sight. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I'm going to go ahead and say hashtag like it. I do believe in when you know, and I think everyone in between is just like a really good like a learning lesson and another step closer to that one. And when you see that person, you should want to love them.
Oh, that is so sweet. That's so cute, Camille.
You should want to love them. Okay. Ghosting. You know what? I'm going to say hashtag not like it.
Hashtag or not.
I'm going to go ahead and say hashtag or not. And I've been on both sides. And I think before I had enough like confidence and empathy to express how I feel. And it doesn't have to be like a big dramatic thing.
Right.
But just being able to express how you feel, like just be a good person and be a respectful person, because at the end of the day, it shows that you have integrity, and ghosting doesn't really show a lot of integrity. So just being able to have a conversation, and that's what grown-ups do.
I feel like sometimes though, I don't need an explanation for why you ain't trying to see me again. Like, I'm actually cool for us to just mutually call it a day.
Maybe, but I think there's something like, it depends on how long you've been seeing the person.
If it's a proper relationship, obviously it should be a discussion. But if it's like, 2-3 dates. 2-3 dates,
no. I think there has to be a time on like when ghosting is appropriate.
Yeah.
I think 2-3 dates doesn't matter. Anything after that, I think you should like just be like, hey, I think we're like into different things, or we're in different places in life.
Exactly.
But much love to you, like respect. I hope you have a great life.
Wishing you the best.
Wishing you the best. XOXO.
Bye.
Yeah. Micro mini skirts. I'm going to go ahead and say hashtag or not. I think a lot of you just don't know how to like dress them like that in a way that looks like cute. Like if you were to style them and they look cute and respectable, but some of the things, like I don't want to see your whole butt. Girls, have some decorum.
Right.
Right, Mom?
Exactly. For real. Think about your mom.
All right, Mom, if you're watching this.
No, I agree. I'm here for a cute little mini skirt, but if I'm seeing panties,
if I'm seeing cheek, like girls, respect. Let's have some.
Let's leave a little mystery.
A little mystery. What happened to a little leaving something to the imagination?
No, that's gone. 2025, that was out. Actually, hopefully it comes back in 2025. It was out in 2024.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring back modesty. Some of modesty. You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that.
Okay. This is a great game for someone as opinionated as myself. Reaching for your wallet on a date. It's really...
like, the little...
It's so funny because I have friends who do this. I'm going to say hashtag like it because it's cute. Hashtag like, I will like it. It's not for me. I'm going to act like I don't know what's going on.
Literally.
I'm oblivious. What's a check?
My purse is empty.
What is a wallet?
Yeah, I didn't bring it.
My purse is literally a prop. It's part of my outfit. No. If I like you enough, I'll get you stuff. I'll check out a little bit on you if I like you.
If I like you, I'm definitely not reaching for my wallet.
Really?
No.
No. I'm not going to reach.
He's going to be.
No. I'm not reaching for the wallet on a date, but we'll do I'll
treat him eventually.
I'll treat you eventually. Eventually.
Put your time in, earn your stripes.
Earn your stripes. And then maybe we can talk about me
have the PJ.
Getting you some coffee one day.
Holding your hand in public.
Holding your hand in public. Yeah. Yeah. But good on you girls who are trying to be, honorable. Doing the,
They're doing the best acting of the century.
Yeah, right. Exactly. What if they just let you? Like they just let you keep going?
I think a lot of guys do.
And just wait. Okay, what are you about to take out of there? Like,
I think the guys do actually let the girls pay. Like if you're doing all that, it hasn't happened to me though.
Anyway, AI generated music. I'm going to say hashtag or not. And mostly just because I think being an artist, I have so much respect for the process of making songs and the process of artistry in general. And that shouldn't ever be artificial. Like, I don't know. But at the same time, some of the songs, during the Drake and Kendrick beef, there are some AI songs that were like really funny.
There were some that were really good. And
some of them are really, good and convincing. But out of respect to the artist, I'm going to say or not.
Yeah. I like, there's some good like SpongeBob AI generated music where it's the characters of SpongeBob rapping. I unironically listen to that. I don't know.
SpongeBob rapping?
It's hilarious.
Interesting.
You haven't heard the one where it's Patrick and he's singing gospel? Wait, please tell me you have seen those. Girl.
No.
Oh, you need to see those. Those are so good.
Interesting.
He's singing Never Would Have Made It.
Interesting. Very interesting. The internet is a very interesting place.
Yeah, I'm like, this is a weird intersection of my interests.
Jorts, hashtag like it.
You do?
I love a good jort. I don't know. I also I always dress. Yeah, I always dress kind of tomboy like, and I just I I don't know. I just think if you style, everything is how you style them. Everything is how you style it. So if you style it cute, you style it cute.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Barbie aesthetic. I'm going to go ahead and say hashtag like it. It depends. Like, is your aesthetic just being really cute and put together? Like, you know, a cute layered hair, like, you know, blowout and like, or is it just all pink?
I think it's all pink.
All pink. If you rock it, if you style it well, girl, do your thing. Do your thing. Breaking up over text. Hashtag absolutely not. Not like. Or not.
We're not here for it. No explanation needed.
Or not. Soul tie. Oh my gosh. Soul ties are absolutely real and dangerous and fun. And how do you do both? I love them and hate them.
What does soul tie mean to you?
Soul tie is when in a situation with a person that regardless of like whether you're meant to be together or you're not, normally in these situations, you're not, but you through a lot of interpersonal connection, time spent together, bodies being together, you have a bond that you can feel each other's presence when you're not around each other. You are thinking of that person. They're thinking of you. It's really hard to not feel that person's presence.
Right.
You know, and like it can last even after you haven't talked to them in a long time. It could be a year. It could be 2 years. And you still have a soul tie. You're still thinking about the person. They're still thinking about you. There's an energetic field at play where both of your energies are meeting in this field and you can feel it. Like, I'm sure you have soul ties with people. There's someone that you haven't talked to in a while that like you think about him from time to time. And he
I
thinks
feel like
about
maybe
you.
with my girlfriends like that, if we're never not friends again, I'll actually be like, girl, I miss you.
You
like,
probably have that with, with friends too.
I definitely have felt that.
Totally. Yeah. So that's what it is. I'm going to say hashtag. It's hashtag or not. I'm sorry.
I'm in the back. They hurt.
Yeah.
And what about your songs? You have a song called
I have a
Soul
song
Tie.
called Soul Tie, and it's about how this might be a soul tie in a moonlight. I'm dying of love. And it's
Period. Not the vocals. Wait, hold on. Keep going.
But yeah, it's basically like talking about feelings really don't die and I won't lie, I'm falling for you. It's like a fun, cute, like vibey song, but it's also about how you know you're in a situation with someone that it may not be something that is healthy or will last, but in that moment in time feels like nothing else matters. We've all been there.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. And girl, the music video.
Oh, thanks.
It's beautiful.
It's me and my buddy Mike.
Okay, I was about to ask, like, is that your man? Is that
yeah?
The chemistry was burning up the screen.
I know. It's just we've been really close friends for a long time.
That's so cute.
Just helped a girl out. Yeah. Reality TV. Hashtag like it. I love 90 Day Fiancé more than I love my dog. That's not true. I love my dog more than anyone. Not more than Petunia. No, not more than Petunia, but almost. She watches it with me and she loves it. Right. She loves it because it means I'm glued to the couch for hours.
And you're
she
with
gets
her.
to, yeah. So.
Okay, one more. This is the last one. Hopefully it's something really good.
Okay. Blind dates. I'm going to say hashtag like it because I think they should come back because people are way too like.
We have to meet online or Bumble.
Yeah. People are way too like calculated before meeting people now. You have to go do a deep dive. I was talking to a friend and she was like, well, I was going on a date with this guy and he had asked around about me and I was asking around about him and, you know, getting stories and No,
just go.
What happened? Like, stop with all the superficial stuff. Like, guys, just go meet people. Like back in the day, like our grandparents, they didn't have all this social media to look, you know, back on people's things and ask everyone in the city, what do you think about them? Just see, you know, bring back some of the traditional ways of meeting people.
I agree with that. Also, the lost art of your friends setting you up. Whatever happened to your friends? I feel like they're gatekeeping these days.
Yeah, I actually literally 2 days ago went to drinks with my really good guy friend who said, you know, it's really hard to find a girl here. I really want to, you know, meet a girl who has this, that, and the third. And I said, I think I know a girl for you. And you guys have never met, and I want to just set it up. I don't want you to look her up. I'm going to say the same thing to her. I'm not going to give a name. I'm going to say, meet him here at this time. So I'm really excited for that. I know. I'm very excited for that.
Gosh. And then if they get married, you can like officially call yourself a matchmaker.
If they get married, I will officiate the wedding.
That would be so cute. Okay, well, you have to invite me because I know about this now.
Yeah, no,
so
exactly.
I want to be there too.
Yeah, no, you should.
Oops. Interrupting the chat quickly to let you know, the hashtag LikeItOrNot card game is here. It's the ultimate icebreaker and tea spiller. Perfect to find out what your bestie really thinks about the way you post, or if someone in the room is feeling you. Curious? Then snag your deck today at LikeItOrNotPod.com, and you'll thank me later. Let's dive into the actual chant conversation. So I'm loving this outfit. Who is it? Where is it from? The gloves, the velvet?
This outfit I thrifted on Melrose. So I can't really tell you where it was originally from, but
it's gorgeous. I love the blue. For you guys who are just listening, it's this gorgeous like royal navy blue.
Yeah.
She's got like rings vintagey over the gloves.
Yeah.
Please tune into the YouTube so you can see this like because it's giving.
Thank you. I love thrifting outfits and like finding cute little pieces that are like rare or like, I don't know, give like they've lived in another time.
Yeah, this is, I wonder whose this was. Whenever I've thrifted stuff, I'm always like, I wonder how this got to me. Like, I wonder what this outfit has seen and what it's been through before it came to my closet.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, sometimes you smell it, but like.
For sure. But for sure. I'm like, she loved perfume.
But it's, but mostly it's mothballs if it comes from like a thrift store. You have to, you know that the mothball smell. I don't know. You get past it.
But wait, so I know you care a lot about the environment. So obviously thrifting is a part of sustainability.
Sustainability for sure. Yeah. I actually got my degree in environmental biology. So
smarty.
Thank you. But that was, I learned a lot about how the behaviors that humans do and how it's affecting the world in many ways, and energy consumption and greenhouse gases.
Fast fashion, going to dumps.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm pretty passionate about that.
Me too. I saw this video the other day about how a lot of the fast fashion clothes get shipped to Ghana. And they actually end up on the beaches of Ghana where the dyes bleed into the water and make it, first of all, unable for the people who actually live there to be in the water. But the ecology, like the ecosystem of the ocean is totally wrecked by all of our fast fashion clothes getting shipped.
Right. Our oceans are in deep shit.
Like they pick up like tons a day, like literally like TONNES, tons of discarded fast fashion a day. So I love that you're thrifting. I think it's something that we can all do. My dress is rented. I believe in, finding sustainable ways to keep it fashionable and cute. Thank you. So you're from DC.
Yeah.
If there was one thing that you could bring from your life in DC to LA, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. I mean, my family.
They're not here?
No, everyone's back home. So even for holidays, sometimes I don't really make it out for every single one because Thanksgiving and like Christmas, like flying 5 hours and coming back here for 2 weeks and going back there. It's like, so it's a lot, but yeah, most of my family's back there. So I would definitely bring.
Who specifically? Like, let's say you could bring 2 people.
I'm really close with my cousin David. I grew up with 3 of my guy cousins pretty much in the same house for a few years, and they're like my brothers. And, the youngest one, he's a year and a half younger than me. He and I are like this, like we're literally like soulmates. Like we definitely have known each other in past lives, and we're just super close. And yeah, I love him. I'm actually going to be in his wedding in a few months.
Congrats.
So I know it's so surreal watching him grow up, but him, and then I would bring my German Shepherd back. I adopted him on a whim on April Fool's Day in 2016.
I'm sure your parents thought it was a joke.
Yeah. Everyone thought, I was like, I got a puppy. They're like, haha. I'm like, no, like took a picture of it in my car.
He's coming to the house.
I used to go to this place that was like this boutique where you could go play with the puppies and stuff. And I used to go just play with them. And I saw this German Shepherd puppy, and he was 3 months old. He was like tiny, so fluffy. And I grew up with German Shepherds. So I already had like a soft spot for German Shepherds. And so I brought him home. And then this is when I first, started in the industry. I was super young and I didn't really have a lot going on at the time. And so it was pretty easy taking care of him. And then after 2 years of having a German Shepherd in an apartment, I realized, oh crap. And then working on set. And I was like, oh, he needs to be in a place where he has more space. So I took him back, and my dad's been taking care of him the last few years, but I think I would bring him back here now. Yeah.
That is so cute. What's his name?
Kessler.
So Kessler and Petunia.
And they love each other. Kessler's huge, like 100 pounds, like big German Shepherd, and Petunia's like this small 20-pound little mutt. So, but she's the boss of every big dog. Yeah.
I feel like the girlies were always the boss.
Yes.
Like,
she knows it. She's
a proper relationship.
Yeah. She's not in the slightest bit intimidated. It's so cute. She's just like me.
I love that. They say that pets take on the personality of their owner.
I believe it.
I 100% believe it.
Yeah.
I had a cat when I was a little kid, and she was so chill and just perfect. Never bothered anybody. She came when you'd call her. I was like, oh my God, this is me.
Oh,
she was the cutest.
That is so cute.
So how would you say that your family has been a part of nurturing your artistic talents?
I'd say my mom, she was so supportive of me. When I was a kid, I was so into doing everything. I would watch a movie about ice skating. Mom, I need to take ice skating lessons. Oh, I just saw the Saddle Club, the show about horseback riding. Mom, I need to take horseback riding lessons. Oh, I just saw Save the Last Dance. Oh, I want to take dance lessons. And my mom just like, okay. Piano, she made me stick with it until I could learn, how to read music. And then theater, I was always in the theater. So she always sent me to theater camp.
Same, theater kids.
Yeah. And so like my mom and dad always supported the fact that I wanted to be in theater and came to every single production, made a huge spectacle out of every production I did. She would make invitations to send to the family to make sure everyone had like personal invites to my shows.
So they supported you a lot.
Yeah. And obviously my mom was very hesitant about me entering the entertainment industry because it's obviously like a very difficult industry to navigate. And there's a lot of, pitfalls and people can get caught up in the wrong things. And I think my mom was more or less concerned about me being out here alone and being...
So your family's not involved in the entertainment industry?
No.
All this you did on
by myself. Yeah, there's no nepotism involved.
Period. Per.
Not to say there's anything wrong with, but I did have to earn my stripes completely on my own, which I am proud of.
I'm proud of you too. Cheers
Thank
to that,
you.
girl. So what is your earliest memory where you realized like, I want to be an entertainer?
When I tell people this, they just don't really like understand.
Always.
I always knew. And it's like, I know it just sounds so goofy, but like I was 4 years old when I did my first theater production. And I knew at 4, I was like, I'm going to be an actress. Like I am one. And I'm going to work with animals. I always knew I wanted to work with animals and I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be an entertainer. I love singing and dancing. And that's why musical theater was my bread and butter all of my schooling years.
What was your first play you did?
Oliver Twist. I played Nancy.
That's so cute. I did. Oh my gosh, what was mine?
Yeah.
I think it was it Seussical? No, it wasn't. It was, The Sound of Music.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wasn't even any of the Von Trapps though. I was one of the random like ensemble kids.
Oh, that's so...
But I loved being there and just being like...
Yeah. Yeah. That's a great show.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, of course. The theater is a really amazing place to be as a child because your imagination and the combination of working with people and having that camaraderie, being on a stage and having to like collaborate with other artists, it's a really fun place to be.
Did you ever have stage fright when you were a kid?
It's so funny. I didn't have stage fright until this one day and it went away, I think.
Since?
Yeah. Sometimes it can be a little,
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Sometimes you still get nervous, but I remember one day, it was the worst day of my life at the time. And I was 13 and me and my friend at the time, we were doing the school talent show. Mm-hmm. And she and I did this song by Paula Deanda called Walk Away. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm going to remember you. I'm going to remember me. You remember that song?
No, girl. But
I
love
like,
it.
Walk away, walk away. Anyway,
wait,
that was like
is it an older song?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I don't know.
Yes. And so I was so nervous for some reason because I was a kid who like kind of lied a lot. And I said that I was on Disney Channel and telling everyone that I was like the star
of a Disney Channel show.
I just said that I was on Disney Channel. I didn't even specify. I was just capping.
Period.
And I think that was manifestation because I spoke things. I ended up on Nickelodeon.
Oh,
that was
amazing.
my first job.
Wait,
yeah.
which show?
Power Rangers was a Nickelodeon show.
Yes, you're so right.
That was my first show. Yeah. So I kind of like, wasn't Disney. It was Disney adjacent.
Yeah.
But like, so I hyped myself up to everyone, but I was this child star. And
you are.
Thank you. And then I got up there and like my voice cracked during my verse.
And they were like, she's not on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
With that.
I mean, and my mom came to the performance and I was like, Mom, I sucked. I was so bad. Mom was like, you sing better.
Moms are so real for that.
Mom, yeah. She's not going to lie to me, but like, it's true. I definitely sung better, but it was my nerves. I couldn't breathe. I just remember my whole like body was so nervous that I was like,
you were so tense.
I can't even get I can't even, breathe in to sing. So
I feel like this is such a universal experience. I had the same thing happen when I was 10. I did a talent show where I also sang with a friend. And she was the nervous one, actually. Funny enough, her being nervous almost made me less nervous because I felt like I had to hold it down for the team.
Right? Yeah.
We were singing Alicia Keys' "No One."
Oh no! Why would you choose that song? That's a horrible song to choose.
That's a hard song for 10-year-olds.
That's a hard song. You have to no
one. Like we have to really be doing all
the riffs,
right? There are a lot, and then there's like a part of like a call and reaction part where like you have to get the audience. Yeah, so we were doing this. Exactly. That was our song.
That's ambitious.
For two 10-year-olds, it was, but I was holding it down.
Ambitious.
I was holding it down. I just remember looking over at her. She was singing the second verse, and I just see that she's not going to sing. Like, she wouldn't sing. And I was like, oh, shoot. I don't remember what the second verse is now, but I was like, I just want you close. And I just had to hit it instead. And I was like,
you better.
But the crazy part is like, I think when I was younger, I had less stage fright and less anxiety than I do now. Cause it felt like things were like lower stakes.
Yeah.
So I didn't really care that much. But now that I'm older, I'm like, my career, like everything feels more important. Right. So I've been working on finding ways to take breaths, pray, find a way to kind of equalize and ground before I do creative stuff. Cause
grounding is so important, I think, cause you can really get in your head about anything creatively. And then you literally start becoming distant from what you're doing.
Yeah. And then your performance is worse.
Exactly. Because you're distant. You're not true. You're not locked in.
You're not locked in. You're not holding it down.
No. Yeah, exactly.
I totally feel that. What would you say is a major risk that you've taken in your career, whether good or bad? And like, how did it play out?
I think my nose.
What about your nose?
There have been some opportunities that I've said no to. Some opportunities that one specific opportunity that I remember is I auditioned and ended up getting offered and it always happened like this. I would always like go months without booking anything, and then I'd audition for two things and I end up getting them both and they work at the same time. So I have to choose between one or the other, which is annoying because I want both checks.
Of course.
I don't want to have to choose.
You're like, I'll duplicate myself for this.
Right, exactly. And so it'd always be like, ugh, okay. So there was a ABC pilot that I had booked at the time. And then there was also a recurring role on Ballers.
Okay.
The Rock show. And Ballers was on HBO.
It's a huge show.
Huge show. Yeah. And it had like, a few episode arc, a lot of that arc being with The Rock himself. And the pilot, obviously a pilot, as you know, you can work on a pilot and then the pilot gets picked up and then you work 1 season, 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Who knows if it's going to be hit or not.
Right.
Or you could just work the pilot and it doesn't get picked up.
Exactly.
And you just, made your money for that episode and, whatever. So I booked Ballers, but I also booked this pilot. And Ballers was guaranteed multiple episodes on an already hit show.
Right.
Would have been good for exposure, good money,
hanging with The Rock.
Experience. Yeah, great experience working on HBO. But I decided to go with the pilot because I just, in my head, I was just like, well, I would feel really dumb if I booked the pilot and said no, and then it got picked up to series, and I could have originated a series, a new series. It ended up not getting picked up, and took the L and, that kind of bummed me out a little bit. And in a way I was a little hard on myself and I was just like,
how did you bounce back from this?
I've been really resilient. I've been kind of like a duck, like in two ways. One, I swim like really fast with my feet underwater, but no one can see. I just keep paddling really fast with my feet underwater. I keep going. And then I also just let things roll off my back.
You have to.
I let things roll off my back, and I've been really good at instilling a sense of God always has my back. I am, my ancestors are praying for me. My grandparents who are in heaven are praying for me. Like my journey is already anointed. So worrying about the details of how things happen for me, that's really not helpful, and it doesn't change the path that I'm already destined to be on. Exactly. So I just have to have faith in that and have faith in God. When I was auditioning for Katie Keene, the Riverdale spinoff, I also booked another ABC pilot at the same time. Well, I was tested. What they do is they give you test offers.
Right.
So when you're testing for a show, it means it's between you and one other person. I was testing for Katie Keene, and I also got a test offer for this other ABC pilot. This was like a couple years later down the line. And I really wanted the Riverdale spinoff, Katie Keene. I wanted to work in New York. I'd always dreamed of working on a show like that. And, it had musical numbers and it had like amazing wardrobe. Everything was about fashion. Lucy Hale was attached to it. And I was just and playing Alex Cabot, to me, like that was a role that I knew I was going to have fun with. I was going to have time in my life. And, the ABC pilot felt fun for me, but I wasn't as drawn to it. And I just knew this time, make the decision that feels right for your heart. And you can't say yes to both.
Right.
You can't say yes to both because the other show is not going to take second position. So I said, you know what? Even though I know, and I knew that Katie Keene, they were going to choose between me and someone else. And I knew that the other ABC pilot, that they really wanted me. So if I said yes, so if I signed that deal, they would have said, it's yours. Yeah. We really want her. I knew it was mine. I took the chance.
Yeah.
And I said no to that. And I said, sign the deal for Katie. What happens, happens. I didn't sleep or eat for a week because I knew I signed the deal, but they were looking for someone to test me against because they didn't want to take me to the studio. Warner Brothers had, they wanted me to play the role, but to bring it to network, to CW, they always have to test you against someone else.
Okay.
And then they make the decision, like the network makes the decision, but the studio usually makes the decision, put someone in there that they know they're going to choose you over that person.
For sure.
It's a little trick for people who are getting into acting and screen testing and stuff. You'd start to see the tricks of how they do things. But anyway, so they were looking for someone to test against me. But at the time, I'm just this baby actor I haven't gone through something like this before. And, thousands of actors who, audition for these roles. Everyone's talking about, who's getting cast for it and who's doing that. And then next thing you know, they say, okay, you're coming in for the screen test. And it's on this day. Great. I was in New York at the time with my boyfriend at the time, no longer, and I was like, I have to get back to LA. I have the screen test tomorrow. And so I hopped on a flight and at 5 a.m. and got back that same day, changed really quick, silence, drove to CW headquarters in Burbank and walked in there. I saw the other girl next to me and I was like, hi.
It was an in-person audition?
Yeah, it was a screen test. Yeah. Wow. They bring you into this theater with all the executives from Warner Brothers, all the executives from CW. It's like this little theater and you stand on the stage and they all look at you.
Almost like a high school musical audition.
Yeah, they all look at you. And there's a reader and you do your scene and I just walk in, try not to let the nerves, consume me. Not like this is going to change my life or anything.
Right, no big deal.
Who cares? I do my scene, I walk out, and I was second. The first girl went, and I was second. And then one of my friends, casting director, but also has become my friend over time, David Rappaport, walks me into his office after, or into a office, it wasn't his office. And he goes, hey, so the part is yours.
Yeah.
And I was like, Like I chose for myself this time and chose from like what I was passionate about, what I really wanted to do. And honestly, that led me, it was the same producing team, Berlanti, that does All American as well as All American Homecoming. So after Katie ended, I transitioned into Homecoming because of my experience with them. So
I love it. See, the story it came back around.
But it was a chance. It was go for the show that wanted me. That was for sure. And that pilot didn't end up going. So
I was going to ask you. Thank you for closing that out. So I was like, dang, what happened with the other show?
Yeah, that show didn't end up going. So if I had gone that route, I would have just worked that episode, and that knowing that I was like the secure choice for it. But I took the chance and it worked out.
And God really has a higher plan. Like I've noticed that there have been so many times when I've wanted something so badly and it doesn't work out and I'm devastated. But then there's always that yes right around the corner. And it just, the opportunity where you got the no actually prepared you to really be the right person at the right time for that yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I feel like your story really illuminates how that is so true.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like in the world of acting right now, there's a lot of reboots and remakes. How do you feel about them? Do you think it's a fun challenge or is it time to leave it behind?
Believe in writers.
I agree.
And unique ideas. I'm writing now.
I'm a writer too.
Yeah. Everyone should just, write and try to invest in unique ideas. Look, I know why they do it. You know, it's a business, and if something worked before, why not try it again? But I'm a huge believer in innovation, and art should also just be something that changes over time based off of society, and it should be a reflection of society and the world that we're living in, and that world is forever changing. So art should also imitate that, and we should also be inspired by what's going on in our day-to-day lives and be able to create from a place of newness and uniqueness. So
I agree. I feel like I think about movies like Barbie, which obviously is based on existing IP, but was such a unique and original story. And it ended up grossing like billion plus.
Yeah.
And doing so well. People were, right now, audiences I feel are so hungry for new actors, new talent, new faces.
Loved Wicked.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God.
Were you crying?
Yes. I'm not an easy crier. I'm not an easy crier. It takes a lot. And by the end, there were a few moments where I almost teared up, but I was keeping it together because I didn't want to mess up my lashes.
Were you by yourself or with people?
I was with two friends.
Okay, so you don't want to cry in front of your friends.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm a crybaby. I'll be like, ooh.
No, I just sometimes for me, it just takes a lot to for it to actually move me.
Okay.
And I was truly moved, and I was very impressed by both of them. I think they displayed quite exquisite artistry in a multitude of ways, and every part of it was just so inspiring and beautiful.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go see it tonight, but I know it's supposed to be a 2-parter.
It is, yeah.
Do you think it needs a part 2, or do you think it could have all been
because
one?
It's the staged musical, and this is the intermission. It's just a year intermission.
That's a long time.
I would have sat through another, if Titanic could be 40,000 hours, I would have sat through.
Right. Or Gone with the Wind was like 4 hours. And I love that movie.
Yeah. So anything also is it Scorsese who does the long? Yep. He does.
Yes. I think Wolf of Wall Street was also pretty long.
3 hours, and Killers of the Flower Moon.
That was good. I loved Killers.
How long was it?
Do we have a timestamp on that? 3+ hours.
3+.
Definitely 3+.
Exactly. I would have sat through the second half of Wicked. And I know they have it. They shot it all.
Exactly.
But it's okay.
So it's necessary because there's an intermission in the actual stage play.
There's so many more numbers left. We have to hear for good. We ended on Defying Gravity. There's so much left. Yeah.
I haven't seen the stage play either.
It's playing in Hollywood.
Really? Yeah. Wait, for how long?
Through February.
Okay.
I think.
I'm going to go see Wicked finally. I remember when I was a kid, my dad went to see it without me. And I didn't even know what it was, but everyone in my class was like, Wicked, Wicked, Wicked. And my dad was like, oh yeah, Brianna, I saw Wicked. I was like, with who?
Right.
And why without me?
Right.
That was such a crime against me. Very rude of him.
Yeah.
He took me to see other things though, so I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
What do you think would be the best piece of advice you've ever received from a mentor or a co-star?
It may not be the best, but I think about it all the time.
Most memorable.
Yeah, most memorable. My co-star and very, very good friend, Jeffrey, she, when you're on set with people, and on Homecoming, we were together almost every day for months at a time for 3 years. And even when we weren't on set, we spent a lot of time together. So we've gone through so many life things, through breakups, through pets dying, through people dying, you know? And so I just remember it was something, we were talking about something and I was really down bad. And she was in my trailer and she said, you know, Camille, bad bitches never stay down long.
Girl, I love it.
And I said, ooh.
And you got it together real quick.
This is gonna be my speech to myself, my Issa Rae speech in the mirror every day. Like if I'm starting to feel bad for myself, bad bitches never stay down long. Like give yourself, get up. Like it's giving, you have a day, 2 days maybe. But after those 2 days, girl, and it's just like, it's true. We have too much to do in this lifetime. Life is too short. We're supposed to have fun. We're supposed to be in a place of joy. We're supposed to be in a place of peace and gratitude and enlightenment and inspiration. Yes. So, you know, if it's not giving me any of those things, like momentary.
Right.
Momentary. Exactly. Yeah.
If you could switch lives with any character you've ever played for a day, who would you choose?
Alexandra Cabot, because she was a billionaire. And I'd be flying private jets every day.
The PJ comes back around.
Comes back around.
What else about Alexandra Cabot's life do you feel like you want to take?
That was the first thing that came to mind because of the money. But
but that's so real though.
You know, I think there's not that much about her life. She didn't have a good daddy. Her brother was a weirdo. She didn't have no real friends. But you know, where I think she could have gone had the series progressed, she was developing a singing career, and her family did own and have media company with a record label. And I think that part, being able to develop my own artistry as an artist, and she had, you know, Xandra and the Kitty Cats. I would have changed the name because, you know, it was just taking Josie and the Pussycats and making it like, that was petty. Yeah. I would change it to something a little bit more original and then develop my artistry and have my family's media company push it. That would have been nice. And then it would have been cool to have a twin. I like the idea of having a twin.
Me too. I love the idea. When I was a kid, I was like, I want a twin so bad.
Yeah.
You could get so much more done in a day. Like just one of you does one thing, one of you does the other thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I think those things, and her wardrobe was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually sent me a lot of that wardrobe.
Really? I was going to ask you, do you have a favorite wardrobe piece you've ever gotten from a show?
Gotten some Louboutins.
Period. Me too.
Wore those into the ground.
Me too. Actually, those are like my prize ponies. I still have them in the red bag.
Really?
I only wear them if I'm going to be driving and existing on carpet the whole night.
Oh yeah. Don't scuff them or anything. Yeah. No, that's so true. That, and then I have some really amazing coats because she was known for having amazing coats, especially New York winter. And so I have some really gorgeous coats that I, you know, every once in a while it gets cold enough in LA to wear.
Right now.
Yeah. Literally freezing. Tonight. Yeah.
So do you have any celebrity crushes, past or present?
Is this a safe space?
This is a very safe space. I'll tell you mine.
Go first.
No, you go first.
Okay. Well, growing up, everyone who really knows me knows this about me. I had a hyper obsession with the Jonas Brothers.
Okay.
Growing up. So if we're talking about past, that's kind of bleeded into present. I thought I was over it until I went to the Jonas Brothers concert last year at the Dodger Stadium, and I acted a fool, a complete fool. I was jumping up and down and screaming. I was embarrassed of myself. But Nick Jonas, I can't really talk about him without getting like really giddy. I respect that he's in a relationship.
Right. We love you, Priyanka.
I don't know about all of that.
I do. I'm a big Bollywood movie lover, so I do genuinely love
I'm
her.
Just jealous. It's okay.
That's me with Hailey Bieber. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because mine was Justin in a very similar vein to you. When I heard he had a baby, I was like, that should be me.
Yeah.
I was hurting.
Yeah, literally. And then I was just talking about this with my friend in South Africa. I love Theo James bad.
People love him. He just had a show come out on Netflix that was so good. The Gentleman.
Oh, really?
So
yeah,
good.
that's right. I saw that pop up, and let me watch that tonight.
It's so, first of all, he's hilarious. Everyone else, it's so interesting because it's really funny, but he's playing it so seriously. Like
Really?
he is really a duke in these high pressure stakes. And somehow he finds a way to bring such levity and like goofiness to it because the situations are so crazy. But he's like, I've got to fix this. He's so good.
I love him for that.
He's committed.
He's committed ever since he was in Divergent as 4. I was just like, that's my man.
I know. I love him. He's so cute. So what's next for you? Do you have any exciting projects coming up?
Well, my song just dropped.
What's it called?
It's called What You Do.
What You Do. Can we hear a little bit of the What You Do? How does it
go? So the hook goes, touch me through my skin into my soul. But that's something only you do. Take away my pain and make me whole. But that's something only you do. He buys me flowers. He gives me compliments. He puts in hours. But it's nothing like what you do. No, that it's nothing like what you do.
I wanted to start singing, but I didn't know the words. I love it.
Yeah. So,
I can't wait to hear it. Okay, and it's dropping on all platforms?
All platforms, yep.
Period. I'm adding it to my playlist. Guys, make sure you add it to your playlist too.
Yeah.
And has social media and content creation been a part of that, like increasing that visibility?
With music, for sure. Because I think, obviously, with the projects that you mentioned previously, people know me from those things. And so in order to have my career not transition, because I'm always going to be an actress first, but to expand my horizons and my professional skill set to music as well. I feel like it was definitely necessary to use social media and like those platforms to get the world to see me as, you know, an artist and not just as an actress.
Exactly. I feel like for me, it's been finding a way to be authentic to creating. Because for me, I'm more of a shy person. I'm not someone who wants to be posting every day. It's not something I'm really inclined to do. But when I thought of it less as an obligation and more as a way to share what I'm passionate about and get in touch with other people who have the same energy and passions as me, it's become something that I'm starting to look forward to. Yeah. So any more projects, like acting wise?
Yeah, things are coming up.
Anything you can tell us?
Can't disclose. Not as of yet. Yeah.
You can't even tell us like a little sneak peek of like what it's about, or
it'll be really fun and you're going to see me in a different light, in a different way.
Oh, I like that. Okay. You're leaving us with a little suspense. And the last question would be, what's one thing you're really grateful for right now?
I'm really grateful specifically right now for my freedom. And
I love that.
I feel like freedom is a layered topic. You can obviously be physically free.
Right.
I'm not captive. I'm not and being held against my will in any way. I have freedom. I've been able to, grateful for the fact that I've been able to build a life for myself where I can use my will to do whatever I want with my time. And that's such a blessing because I can craft my life day by day based off of decisions that I make. And I'm really grateful for the fact that I can do that. And I have freedom in my mind most of the time. I work for that. Like I'm not held back or captive to my own limiting beliefs. And I've worked really hard to get to a place where I'm not restricted by limited beliefs or any restrictive way of thinking. So I'm free in my mind and I feel free in my body and I'm free in my spirit.
I love that. And what advice do you have for people who want to feel that sense of freedom too?
Remember that life is not that serious. It's really not. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy it. So we're a little tiny speck of matter in a universe with endless matter. And none of us are more or less important than any other physical state of matter, which is a really freeing thing because nobody's thinking about you.
For real.
things that you do, you're not, in 200 years, no one living will have known you personally.
Right.
So you shouldn't really live your life thinking about what the people around you, who are all going to end up dead anyway, think. So you should be free. Stop being afraid of what people are going to think about you. Let them laugh at you. Let them talk about you. Let them shame you. Whatever they want to do, that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Have fun and be yourself.
I agree. I feel like God genuinely put us on this earth to experience everything, the highs, the lows, the beautiful, the ugly, fun.
Yes.
Like he wants us to really live fully and be present in this beautiful life, this beautiful existence that we have the privilege to be a part of. So that's how I found my sense of freedom, is understanding that even in those moments where things are tough and hard or a struggle, or when they're beautiful and happy, God intended for us to experience all of that.
All of it. Yeah. And it just makes life so much more fun and so much more
real.
Yeah. Real, and like have depth, you know?
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming, Camille. This has been fun. Let's do another cheers. This has been the cutest thing ever.
Cheers. Cheers. Happy New Year.
So thank you again, Camille, and thank you all for listening. I'll be back with another episode next Sunday, but until then, keep shining, keep striving, and I'll see you next time on #LikeItOrNot. Happy New Year!
Bye. Happy New Year.
Hey besties, let's take a moment. Did you know that 78% of you watching right now aren't subscribed? I know, it's surprising, but here's why it matters. We pour our heart, energy, and style into creating high quality and inspiring content for you. Content that's all about leveling up, staying inspired, and making your dreams happen. By hitting subscribe and turning on that notification bell, you're not just joining our community. You're helping us grow, innovate, and keep delivering the kind of content that brings value to your day. So if you've been loving the journey so far, take a second to subscribe. It's quick, it's free, and it makes all the difference. Let's keep building something amazing together here on #LikeItOrNot.